All right. Unbeknownst to you, technology is working. Actually, notes to you. Remember Wednesday we had problems? Turns out it wasn't my problem. It was not merely me having a tech challenge. It was some kind of, oh God, my good friend Cheryl Roush had posted there was actually something going on in the tech world in terms of posting. So that's why I couldn't do my live. I had to just do the video. But anyway, that was Wednesday's Glue Wednesday. So go back and check it out and enjoy it regardless. Meanwhile, hey, goodness to you if it's your first time. Welcome to Gift Friday. Goodness, I say goodness because I don't know whether you're watching morning, afternoon, or evening. Wow, but my tagline, isn't it great to have good in front of your salutation? We've got less than 30 seconds for today's message, but the goodness is what counts. If you're here with me from the start to finish, you got it. Watching the video, you still got it. But make sure that you know that this is my not as interactive day. I'll say hi to any shout outs, but no real long comments. And it is time for us to start, so let's do just that. Welcome to Gift Friday. I call it Gift Friday because how many times have we heard someone say TGIF? Thank God it's Friday. But I say, what allure does Friday have to the person who took their last breath on Thursday? Therefore, I use what I learned in Psalm 92:2. It's good to proclaim your unfailing love in the morning, your faithfulness in the evening. Therefore, instead of using TGIF, I use TGIT. Not thank God it's Thursday, but thank God it's today. And then TGIT, thank God it's tonight. So I then get to use what I then get to add one of my other favorite biblical verses, and that is Matthew 6. It sounds like I don't know what it is, right? But Matthew 6:34. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. TGIT. Thank God for tonight. Today's trouble is enough trouble for today. TGIT. Thank God it's today. Yes, darkness always precedes the light. So consider, therefore, another use for TGIF. Instead of thank God it's Friday, how about trusting God is free? TGIF, trusting God is free. Think about what it costs to be blessed with the greatest gift of the day, waking up. It doesn't cost us a dime. And that still moves us into realizing that when we do a little bit of math, some subtraction and some addition, if we subtract the T from TGIF from the front and add it to the end, GIFT, then we get GIFT. God is for today. What we really should be thanking God for every day and all day. So Gift Friday is the online sharing of one of my original poems or poetic messages. And it's possible uses to inspire audiences online, in person, and in spirit. Because don't we need it sometimes? In fact, let me not make it a rhetorical question. You need it so that you can bless someone. So let me know where you're viewing in from. And it's always good to have that as well. But each poem will be my gift to you. So here you hear me read it and share this week's gift. Then you'll be able to download your own keepsake colorful copy, which I'll post in the thread on Facebook or LinkedIn. Now with this broadcast, I'll be sharing one of my original poetic messages, and I'm going to tell you how you can use it to help start a conversation that could change your life, someone's life, including yours, for the better. Today's gift theme is about a gift that you have that you may have taken for granted, and that is your lasting impact. And I'll unveil it through my poem, You Kept Me Up Late Last Night. It's the closing poem in my book, You Have Any Idea How Fine You Are? A story and poet in poetry celebrating God's greatest gift to and source of mankind, woman. So I'll begin with the introduction as it appears in the book. Mothers, daughters, sisters, aunts, friends, you are the object of countless secret admirers and worthy of that praise. This final poem will remind you that someone somewhere is thinking about you. It doesn't have to be a man. But just as you are blessed to be the right person, you are blessed to have the right people in your life. Think about a different loved one or a reason every time you hear the poem or the words, "You kept me up late last night." I could almost make out your figure through the darkness in which we sat. So I sat and I listened and I felt your every word as they lingered in the black. I closed my eyes, but I opened them shortly, for I missed you in that span. Your fragrance enticed my nostrils. Your voice welcomed me back. Your actions called for my attention. Your wisdom rang in my ear. You kept me up late last night. You weren't even here. Oh, I love that poem. Obviously, it was a romantic poem that I wrote, and in this case, during my college days, to a girlfriend who was studying abroad. Yet I've always contended that words are powerful. And yet, years later, a friend of mine, Edwina Thomas, told me that she had actually used the poem to eulogize a close friend. After her blessing me with that use of my words through her need, I thought of other ways to use "You kept me up late last night." Let's look at how many ways we can use that message. You see, it's not just a poem. First, a lot of people giggle when I read the title, "You kept me up late last night," as their mind drifts to adult thoughts. And that's okay. Let your mind adrift to adult thought. Of course, the closing line immediately switches that thought, and while keeping it in a romantic mood, you now feel a warmth flowing throughout your body, starting from your eyes and smile. And there's a good chance a particular person came to mind when you hear "You kept me up late last night." And then another level. That person may not have been a romantic interest at all, but a child, a best friend, or someone you've been praying for their well-being. You see how it's already starting to become a gift that you can shift? So you can use the message to have a wonderful icebreaker or a roundtable discussion and talk about the different relationships in your group's lives. In fact, it's a great self-esteem builder as individuals talk about the loved ones in their lives and then extend to discuss how those people have shown them that they are worthy. And as you can see, I've used it as a going away present during military events where the families were preparing for deployment and a separation. It's so important for military families to not deny their emotions and their feelings, as well as you should not deny yours. Denial can cause stress that can lead to ulcers, even anger and resentment of those who are closest to them. Then as a speaker, it shows commitment to the number one communication skill, which is listening. A speaker's calling should be to listen to their audience, not just speak, and then have a conversation focused on their concerns. Instead of telling Edwina that she used the poem wrong, I thanked her for using it to fit her need, which extends my conversation to remind you to constantly choose your messenger or your messengers carefully so that the thought that's keeping you up is not one of fear or dread, but of fun and endearment. I know it hasn't been kept up late. Parents, you've done it on your child's first date with that new curfew where you trusted them when you heard the key in the door and their voice. Maybe you even acted like you were waking up to find out how everything went well. And don't we say goodnight by telling someone to call me when you get home, whether because it's late or at night, the weather's bad, or you feel like they haven't taken a break that day and may be more tired than they're admitting to. Not only do have we all kept someone up late at night, we're all loved and have an impact on someone's life that makes us an important piece of their puzzle. Words are powerful, and you never know how yours will be used, making them even more powerful. Why? Because you have to know who you are and how powerful you are and how powerful you are to trust yourself to share them. You have to be powerful and trust yourself to share your words because they're going to make a difference to somebody's life. And yours just may steer someone in the direction that God has chosen for them. That's why you're blessed to keep someone up late night. And I thank you for tuning in this day and enjoying Gift Friday. If you'd like a copy, the poem will be in the thread. For a copy of the book, just email me. Have a safe life, starting with this day and weekend. Again, keep having it. Be thankful to God for waking up, getting a chance to go through a whole day, and then another chance to go to sleep and do it all again tomorrow. Meanwhile, thanks for joining me on another Gift Friday where God is for today. Please put in the thread where you're viewing it from so we can share that love. God bless you. Stay safe and peace.